finishing up my shave job from earlier this morning. The electric shaver is nice, but it doesn't quite do a complete job. All right. Well, as they say in Pennsylvania, that's good enough.
Last time you saw us, we had just left Montreal. We are making our way east in Quebec still, and we punched in rest area, and it brought up this. We're by a little lake. We are stopping for a break to get something to eat, Steve to shave. Got to dump our lemonade. That's what we call it these days. And just get repowered before we keep going.
So this little rest area is kind of interesting. It's right by a lake, I guess. And people are using it to paddleboard. We got people that are getting geared up for full-on scuba. And people just laying out by the road. It's a very, as you'll hear here in a second, it's a very busy road. So kind of a interesting spot for all the water sports.
Especially the sunbathing.
Yeah.
The other stuff makes more sense. It'd be interesting to know what they're looking for when they do the scuba diving. So are you wondering where we're going next?
I am. Oh, you're asking them?
Well, one of the options would be to go to Quebec City. I don't think Steve would like that very much right now. I've heard it's a beautiful city and very van life friendly, but we are not really equipped to stay in Canada for very long, especially because of our phones. And we have a lot of work to get done, and that's just easier in the States. So instead of going that direction, we're going to head a little south. We've got to cross over the border again, and hopefully it goes a lot better than it did coming into Canada. After that, we're heading to New England.
Welcome to the United States of America.
Yay!
Continue for 6 kilometers.
Alright, hopefully this is nothing. Alright, we're coming up to the border. Hopefully it goes a little bit better this time, or actually a lot better than last time. Alright, so here we go. Oh, that's just the front. Maybe they're already here, over there. Oh, he's over there. Oversize. Hi.
Well, how many people?
Just the two of us.
Can I get your registration, please?
Yeah, and a cat.
I don't need that for the cat.
Okay.
Where are you guys coming from?
Montreal.
How long were you in Canada?
Just since Tuesday evening.
You bringing anything back?
No.
Well, hold on.
You said you need our registration, vehicle registration?
Someone that has the license plate number on it.
Where is that, honey?
No. Let's see. Or I can go read it.
Oh, it's okay.
We got it for you. That's the insurance card.
I just need the registration.
There you go.
We're in Vermont?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here you go, guys. Welcome back.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. That was a lot easier. If only we were always like that.
And look, a gas station.
And it's Circle K. We like Circle K.
That works out.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, that was a lot easier. So it's kind of interesting now, having crossed at a few different spots. The first spot we went across was like super official, multiple lanes. And now this spot was like small town feel. So anyway, I'm just thankful that it went very smoothly and quick. It's nice to be back.
All right, and this is very needed. We have been driving around Montreal with a filthy windshield. Spidey's taking care of it. He's my superhero. All right, well, that definitely went better than we were expecting. There wasn't much to it. He actually just opened the slider door, peeked in, wanted to see our registration, and that was it. Thank you very much, U.S. Customs. The only not so great thing about this experience, as well as it went, was that the agent just opened our slider door, knowing we had a cat. What would have happened if she just ran out? So that's kind of weird. You'd think that they would say something to make sure the cat's secured before opening the door.
Yeah, there was a thing with pets, and then the other thing that was kind of different about this one is he asked for the registration, which isn't a big deal. It just wasn't prepared for. It was buried in the glove compartment, so I had to kind of fish around for it. So, anyway, compared to the last one, this one was a lot better.
So, we're in the United States, but what town are we in?
Vermont.
Vermont. Actually, I didn't even realize what state we were in, so it's good to know we're in Vermont. Is it Vermont?
Actually, I think it's called Derby Line. I think I saw a couple signs for that.
That's the one bad thing about Google Maps. Once it's already getting you somewhere, you can't, like, see what you're going through. I don't understand that about Google Maps. But I guess we're in Derby Line. And we're gonna look for a library. So you guys might think we're crazy, but it's funny how much better we feel just being back in the U.S. Maybe because we were in a French-speaking province.
I think that has a lot to do with it. It was just that much harder. I couldn't read the signs, the road signs. And yeah, I agree with you. It definitely feels good to be home.
Yeah, it's just an overall relief. So now we have unlimited phone data and all that stuff. We can go to a library. We don't have to worry about not understanding the signs. And we can enjoy ourselves. All right, we're at the library. We are hopefully going to find some free Wi-Fi so we can regroup and figure out what's next. All right, so we took advantage of the Wi-Fi at the library. And this is kind of fun for us because I think for the first time ever, don't you think, we know where we have to be. Usually there's always some kind of deadline. I mean, we do have a deadline several weeks from now, but right now we can just do whatever we want. It's like a choose our own adventure. It's kind of wild. So I've been looking back through all my Instagram posts that I've saved in the New England area, trying to get an idea of what we might want to do. It's kind of a fun thing right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's just a sense of relief being back in the United States. And I don't want it to make it sound like Canada is such a bad place. Like, we had a great time when we were exploring Niagara and Niagara-on-the-Lake and the little towns that we were visiting. Had a great time, but for whatever reason, this little trip to Montreal, I don't know, just wasn't great for me. So anyway, it's great to be back in the United States. It's cool to be in the New England area this time of the year. Fall's setting in, and yeah, like Audra said, it's just this kind of sense of relief, kind of excitement of we have no hard deadlines for next few weeks at least, so we can kind of go as we please. And I like the choose your own adventure.
All right, so now it's time to make some dinner. We're hungry. Does that sound good to you?
Yep.
I'm getting the cabbage, and then we'll add the meat and other veggies. We're using up all the stuff that we've had in our van, and then we'll restock soon. Now that we're back in the States where everything's cheaper. So I've got the cabbage and garlic cooking up, and then we're going to add this. One of our new favorite meals from Aldi. Chicken fajitas. Comes in this convenient little pack. Got some good sauce in it. You just cut it open and add it. We wouldn't like this straight up so much, but we do like adding it to other things. And the other thing is that the chicken usually comes in bigger chunks, so we cut it up in the pan. Smaller pieces. Starting to smell good in here. You might want a big spoon to get the other stuff so you get the juice too. I'm coming. So we just repositioned a little bit. Where we were before, you couldn't actually get to the water. So we've come over to a marina, and incidentally, I was looking online trying to find out where in the world we could shower because it's been a few days. And this little spot, this marina came up. There's a shower here, apparently. And people have parked overnight. So we might stay here tonight and maybe we'll get showers in the morning. We will look around and enjoy a beautiful evening.
Let's go check it out.
Well, Montreal was fun to explore. This is definitely more our speed, I think. It's like perfect tonight. Right by the water, it's all quiet. We didn't have to pay $40 some to park. Sun's going down. It's lovely. Look at this pretty flower. I've never seen these before. We're finishing off the evening with a nice little walk along the water. So this has been an unexpected treat tonight. So fun when we discover little places like this. The town of Newport, we started out back that way across the water and walked around. Behind us there's a restaurant and more boats. It's a pretty little area.
This is what van life is all about, in my opinion. Stumbling across these little areas that are just beautiful.
Yeah, great. Good morning, you guys. Another lovely day. It's a little chilly here in Vermont this morning. It's so nice. Oh, listen how quiet it is. So, I'm just gonna enjoy the morning, go for a little walk here. There's our van up on the hill. How perfect of a spot is that? So I love that we pretty much just randomly picked this spot. We knew we wanted to get to Maine eventually, so we just picked a random spot to cross over the border back into the US. But this just feels so perfect. We got into the first little town there, Derby, and again, just looked for the library because we needed Wi-Fi and to figure out what we were doing. We had no idea that there were these little gems here. You know, you see lakes on the map, and a lot of times you get to a lake and there's not really anything there. But this couldn't be more perfect. That we were able to park here overnight. There's this really pretty area, and then we're hoping that when the place opens at 10, we can actually get showers because there's not a lot of places, a lot of options, the direction we're heading for showers. And there's no Aldi either. So that's sad, but we'll have to go to Walmart instead. But hopefully that'll work out, and then today will be another work day for us. Well, a work day, because we haven't had a work day in a few days. We're going to head to the library and probably just hang out around this area for a little bit. But right now, I'm just going to enjoy this perfect morning. And the sun coming up. Well, this is definitely the coldest morning we've had since we've been on the road this year. It's starting to feel like fall, and we're getting low on supplies. This is about all the water we have left. We're low on groceries, so we're just going to use some things up. I'm going to make some oatmeal. I don't have as many ingredients as I would like, but I have enough that we could do that. And then we got to get to Walmart later to get some more groceries and probably buy some water. We don't like to do that, but we haven't been able to find any free water anywhere. And this morning, with it being chilly out, it's definitely a hot chocolate kind of day. Alright, here's your coffee.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Adding a little apple goodness to the oatmeal. I had a neighbor a long time ago that taught me this trick. Easy way to add the apples. Add a little cinnamon. Got some brown sugar in there. And breakfast is pretty much ready. Alright, here's breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And here's your milk.
Thank you.
And you need to let me know if you need more brown sugar or maple syrup or...
You're all the sugar I need.
Yeah, I bet. It looks appetizing, huh?
Looks about as good as that poutine we had the other day.
Alright, Steve's on cleanup duty this morning. Alright, this is the moment I've been waiting for. It's cold enough for hot chocolate and whipped cream. I always am prepared with my whipped cream. There we go.
In honor of the Eagles season opener tonight. Dun, da, 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 binging! Fly, Eagles, fly.
Isn't he so cute? Well, it's time to go for a walk and get this day officially started. We just came in to check out the bathroom here at the harbor. This is pretty funny, the sign in the bathroom. And look, there's a shower. Hopefully we can use it. Alright, so that's some good news. We were just back at the marina and we talked to a guy who's working there and asked if we could use the shower. And it sounds like it's no problem at all. I went in to go to the bathroom and checked it out. Looking pretty good. That's a relief because we didn't know where we were going to get showers. And the other thing, like we mentioned, is we really need some water. So at least we got one thing checked off, or we'll have it checked off soon.
Our options were pretty limited.
Yeah.
It's either continue being stinky or jump into that lake with a bar of soap.
So we were looking on the map. We couldn't find any community centers or any place that we thought would make sense for a shower. And since we're low in the water supply in our van, that also makes it more challenging for washing hair or whatever we need to do.
So, wind is blowing this way today, so we are just downwind of this grain factory, and it smells so good. Audra said since she's what'd you say, you're in the mood for a pastry. It smells like cereal.
Kind of smells like a blueberry muffin somehow. It's an animal feed place, but I swear it smells like blueberry muffins. Now there is a market that way, so maybe I was smelling some of that, but the wind is coming from there, so maybe the animal feed smells like a blueberry muffin. Perfect morning, huh?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we got here to this lake and didn't know anything about it. We can only see that it goes that far. But looking on the map, it goes way up into Canada. It's a really big lake. And I might butcher this, but it's something like Lake Memphremagog. Memphremagog? So that's an interesting name and a really big lake. I want to know what's down there. Look at all the bubbles coming up. What could that possibly be?
Earth farting.
Earth fart.
So Audra is off to use the shower at the marina. They are nice enough to let us use it. That's pretty cool. Like we said before, our options are pretty limited, so it's nice to have access to one.
That felt really good.
Well, look, she's not quite as stinky anymore.
No, and I was gonna dry my hair, but a few times while I was in the shower, people were trying to get in, so I hurried. So when you take a shower, you're gonna want to do the top deadbolt because people were pressing the code, which would have unlocked the lower deadbolt.
It was good otherwise?
Yeah, it's a really clean shower, nice pressure, very nice.
Cool.
Thank you, Newport.
Night of the 13th. I don't remember.
So we've been holed up here in this library for a few hours now. It's a pretty cool library though. It's on the Registry of Historic Places and there's some pretty neat things on display. It's always fun seeing unique libraries like this that have history and animals and gadgets and whatever to look at. And decent Wi-Fi. The only strike against the area so far is that there's no water fountain or bottle refill thing here at the library. So we're just gonna have to go to Walmart and buy water.
Finished up at the library. Guess you won't be surprised that we closed it down. Now we're taking a stroll through town, Newport, Vermont.
It's a very pretty little town.
Want to see my impersonation of a salmon?
We were driving over here and we heard our MaxxAir beeping and the green light on. So we gotta figure out what's going on with that. This has happened now a couple times. Steve, what do you think I should do? Didn't we have to turn off the Delta and turn it back on before? So one thing different last time this happened is that we were plugged in to a house that we thought had old wiring, and then we thought maybe that triggered this, but obviously we're not plugged in right now anywhere. Shore power, so I'm not sure why this is happening. Well, there it goes. So did you just turn the Delta off and back on?
Yep.
Well, that was an easy fix. Hey, kitty. An easy fix. Good girl. Well, it may not be classy, but it works. This is the status of things tonight. This is what we do on a Friday night. We party hard at Walmart. We stocked up on some supplies. We got a bunch of water, some groceries. It was all very much needed. And now Steve is watching the Eagles, the first game of the season. He's very happy.
Go Eagles!
So for some silly reason where we parked last night, you can't park overnight on Friday nights. So that's why we're here at Walmart. And also, weirdly enough, we don't have very good phone signals here. So right now we're parked close to Walmart so we can use the Wi-Fi. Good morning, you guys. We woke up to a really pretty view at Walmart, which we would not have expected. Who knew? Boondocking at Walmart, the Scenic. Looks like it should be a nice day. Look who it is in the front seat. Hey, baby. Good morning, kitty. Good morning. Good girl. Well, while we're here at Walmart this morning, we're taking advantage of having a signal because once we get on the road, that's not guaranteed. We're doing a little research, trying to map out some options. Once again, we're playing our Choose Your Own Adventure, which is kind of fun. And I think we're going to see some pretty things. So we're looking forward to it. I'm having what I haven't had in quite a while. Some plain Greek yogurt with a little bit of granola and some frozen raspberries. What would you like to do today, Gray Gray? Huh? And this was pretty a few seconds ago until I started stirring it up. And what's Steve having for breakfast this morning?
Banana. with Raisin Bran. Well, that's a wrap for our time in Newport, Vermont.
We spent a lot of time last night and this morning doing research on what we're going to do next, and we're really looking forward to it.
We'll have to tune in next time to see where we're headed.
So we'll see you then. In the meantime, you know the drill. Leave a comment, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you later.
See ya.
Thank you to all our patrons. If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron yourself by using the link on the screen that we've also included in the video description, along with other information about this episode. Thanks in advance, and we'll catch you on the next one.